Thank you, Diego. Thank you. Welcome, everybody. Yes, well, Diego already introduced me. For those not very familiar with the sales engineering role, we are the guys, maybe you know us by other names like pre-sales or solution architects. I've been working for Life for 9 years and a half already. And I really enjoy it, and I really enjoy DevCon too much. It's that time of the year to do R&D, at least in my case, and I love preparing these proof of concepts that we are going to see today all together. Okay? This proof of concept is mainly about outsourcing all the needed power and resources for generative AI-based search. Okay? And starting with a disclaimer, this proof of concept is done using Google Cloud Vertex, but it could have done using other AI platforms or other AI services, okay? It's not me selling Google Cloud Vertex, even though it's going to look like, but it's just to show you guys that you can bring your own AI cloud platform into Liferay to power your use cases, okay? Just a short introduction about this specific service from Google Cloud, Vertex AI Search. It functions like more or less as an out-of-the-box retrieval augmented system for information retrieval, and it has been specialized in some industry requirements, like searching product catalogs, which is the one that we are going to see today, but they are specialized in other specific type of data, okay, like media libraries, clinical data, etc. Okay. Yesterday, if you were attending this talk, the Hey Liferay ordered this, you may have seen this diagram that depicts the solution that Luca Cavallo, who is here, created. We have mainly those three big boxes. No, we have the Liferay side, we have the connectors that were created using the client extensions framework, and then some third parties, no, that were used in Lucas Cavallo case as the interface with the user. No, it was WhatsApp, Alexa, etc. And today we are going to see something similar. So you may start seeing a pattern in all these kind of solutions that we are building for your inspiration, where, of course, we have many features in Liferay DXP. In this case, we are focusing more on commerce and also on fragments, because we are going to build a user interface for this. But we are also going to leverage the client extensions framework, where we have that that application, no, that is going to be like the bridge between Liferay and Google Cloud. But in this case, we are adding another element, which is an ETL, because we have to move the commerce data, the product catalog, into Google Cloud, so Google Cloud can do its magic. No? And the focus is going to be to enrich your commerce experience, okay? Because the touch point is going to be a website created with Liferay and with Liferay Commerce. Also, about this diagram, you can see that Liferay sometimes means also no vendor lock-in, okay? We are happy to put all the necessary elements so you can bring your own AI services, no? For example, if you are a company that you are already a Google Cloud customer and you have invested in Google Cloud, you have experts in-house that know Vertex AI really good, why not leverage all that experience and technology into your Liferay projects? No? We also have flexibility, okay, because we are controlling our own product catalog structure, okay, and how it should be ingested by the third parties. In this case, Google Cloud Vertex. And we are going to do that in this ETL. Of course, we need control and security. No? Control who have access to the services that use your data, And also we can control how this information is served to the front end exactly the way you want, okay? So for that, we have this unlimited power in the client extensions. So let's demo. When I, sorry, when I picture myself before every demo, I always think that it's going to be something like this. Everything is going to work. It's going to be great. But sometimes it's this occasion, okay? Something unexpected happens, we don't know, but we have the expertise to always come up with a good demo. So before going into detail about all these solutions, let's see it in action. And not this. So this is our website, done in commerce. It's a manufacturer of bicycles and accessories, etc. And they offer their customers that can be B2B, sorry, access to a catalog of products, okay, that we have, that we manage with Liferay Commerce, okay? This is the typical catalog default page of Liferay where we can see all the products with all the filters. We can leverage out-of-the-box Liferay search, but this is by default the keyword-based search, no? That if we know the name of the product, etc., we can search right away. But what we want is to, of course, nowadays, any website requires to have some natural language-based search and also a natural language answer. And that the answer is based specifically in the data that we manage in the platform, in this case, products, okay? So a very easy way to enable that, and this is, I'm going to show you 4 different steps, okay? Is just by, now I'm going to move into the Google Cloud Console, okay? And this Vertex AI search, it allows you to define, like, let's say, they call it an app, okay? And you can just say, okay, this is my website URLs, this is where my product information is, and Google will just go, take the information, ingest it, create all the RAG, etc. And it even offers you a widget that you can preview here. You can test directly in the Google Cloud Console search, okay, how the searches are going to look like with your data. And it gives you also a integration if you want to put a Gemini-like widget into your website, okay? And it's that easy as, okay, copy and paste this code that you have there on the bottom. And Liferay with fragments is as easy as create a fragment, copy and paste this code, okay? And this is what the first level, okay? This is what I have here. I just put all these searches in different pages, but probably there are better design solutions, okay? And here, you see, I have that piece of code here. I can paste here any search. Let me just copy one from my cheat sheet. Where this? Queries. Oh, here. Okay. For example, I want to know which are the essential accessories that complement road bike sales. Imagine that you are a bike shop, no, that needs to restock, and you want to focus on this season on road bikes and not mountain bikes or whatever. So you want to know which are the best accessories that this company offers for that range of products, no? Okay, and now this is the demo effort, but typically this is really fast. I don't know, maybe Google is not is having some problems. And we are in the basement, etc. So maybe if I reload the page, go again. there. So now it starts to say all this answer is exclusively based on my catalog, okay? I have here that, okay, you can maybe think on bike repair kits, water bottle holders, whatever, all these accessories that I need for my road bike. Also, they inform me about the prices because I also have pricing information in my web pages. It gives me suggestions of other searches that can be interesting, and it gives me the results, no, of different products, and I can go navigate to my site, okay, to that specific product, okay, and then follow all the commerce flow of adding it to the cart, etc., okay. So this is the very basic, but because of several reasons that I will tell later, I wanted to go a bit deeper and leverage the Vertex AI search for commerce, okay? This is like a more generic one for any type of data. And if I search here, it's not very intuitive, this Google Cloud Console. Sometimes it's hard to find some products. Vertex AI search for commerce. Okay, they change it every week. Yeah. So it should be somewhere here. So this is the Vertex AI search. Okay, I can, instead of go there, go to my chat, to my apps, and this is the other app, which is using specifically commerce stuff. Okay, the prerequisite is that Google requires me to upload my catalog in a specific JSON format, okay? So how can I do that? Well, I have the REST APIs of Liferay. I can export my catalog in JSON format. I just need to do a mapping, okay, between the Liferay Commerce product fields into Google Cloud expected fields for the products. No? So for that, there are many different ways of doing it. What I chose was to having an ETL created in Python. I promise you, I have never used Python. I don't know how to develop in Python, but Google Gemini knows, okay? So this is a piece of cake. So you just tell Gemini, okay, these are the APIs of Liferay. This is an example of the JSON that they return. This is the JSON that Google expects. Just give me an ETL script that does this transformation. And it created this code. I'm not going to go into the details, but it's common sense, okay? Call the Liferay APIs, transfer the data, create another JSON that I put into Google Cloud Storage, in this case. That's how Google Cloud works, okay? So this was one of the parts. Then I have well, many other things that I can configure here. I can see the quality of my data. Because, of course, what Google says, if you want to have a good search-based AI app, your data needs to be rich. It needs to be good, okay? So you also have different tools in Google Cloud to know the quality of your data, okay? And you can, and this is for the next DevCon, I think, because I don't have time today. You can also generate events on your site, okay? Like when someone visits a product, when someone's add that product to the cart, when someone searches for a product and then click, or someone do a search and then click on that product. All those are also intelligence events that you can send to Google, and you can even improve your AI services, because you can also start doing recommendations and things like this, okay, per user. So with that in place, I wanted to control the experience. Of course, now I have, Google gives me another widget, okay, similar to the one before. Let's do the same search. Okay, what are the... But in this case, this is specifically for commerce. You see that it gives me let's say the summary, the generated summary in AI, okay, is a little bit different, okay. Here it says, okay, you need to complement your road bike with handlebars, bike repair kits, etc. And it gives me a lot of products information, but without a format, okay? You see here that these are the representation of different products, but in JSON. So I have the price, I have the stock availability, the URL in my site, etc., etc., okay? But this is not what we want, okay? We want to control exactly the experience we want to give our users, okay? But since we have our data now in Google Cloud, and they do a lot of magic inside, Google Cloud also offers, like almost all these other platforms, APIs. So from my application, I can also get this information, but calling APIs, okay? So also I don't want to have this look and feel of Google Gemini, okay? So that would be our next step, no? So we have the data in Google Cloud, ingested, massaged. We have these APIs that Google Cloud offers to me. And say, okay, I'm going to build a fragment that is going to call these APIs, but not directly to the Google APIs, okay? I'm going to have this, if you remember, a client extension, because I want to also get the information from Google, but do some pre-processing before serving it to the front end, okay? And let's say, okay, let's build a fragment. Let's ask Gemini to build a fragment for me. So this, I think we have to change our language nowadays. And, okay, this is the first version it gives me. That I can put here, and now I have total control on the experience, on the look and feel, on the information I want to show to the user, okay? And you see now it's similar, but now with my own style, okay? So here I can see the answer, okay? I see a list of reference products. That's the RAG used by this API search to generate this answer. I wanted the answer to be clickable, okay, because I want, okay, to lead traffic to my products, okay, that's my end goal, to make users visit the product detail page, okay, because that's where my call to action is of adding products to the cart. So, if you see that I said in my fragment that every time a product is mentioned in the answer, I want it to be a link to the catalog to the product detail page, okay? So from here I can navigate directly to the products, okay? And go, and here the customer can have expanded information, blah, blah, and I can add it to the cart, okay? Which is our ultimate goal. Then also in this not very cool fragment, what I found really, really powerful and interesting of this generated AI is the thing that is here. So the suggestions, okay? These are follow-up questions that they are really smart, no? And maybe you haven't thought about it. Like, I don't know, are there recommended safety accessories for road bike? So I just can click, and another search is going to be performed, okay? He said, yes, we have these bike lights, which are recommended safety accessory for road bikes. So I think it's a really cool piece of interaction with the rest of all your Liferay built website, okay? But I said, okay, we have total control. So now I can go into the fragment, modify the HTML, the CSS, the JavaScript. That's where I'm calling the API, bringing the data back. And I can build, well, something that I'm more comfortable with, or that, I don't know, the business requirement. So now I have this flashing animation until the information is coming. Now the product cards look a little bit cooler. They are better for responsive because they have a lateral scroll. So if you're in a tablet or so, and here the related questions, okay? And again, from here, I can go and navigate directly to the product, okay? And all this without having to let's say, do any complex coding inside Liferay, I can enable all these nice use cases, okay? And since I have these fragments with this code, I try to, okay, I'm going to ask Gemini, okay, take this fragment and convert it into a chatbot, okay? And it was a 5 minutes thing, okay? Gemini, because I have already all the logic, more or less what I wanted, so I can also enable AI product assistant, okay? That does more or less the same, but in this case, because it's a small window, etc., I decided not to have the product cards, okay? Just the generated answer, okay, here, specifically about my products, and suggested questions, okay? So this is what I mean when you can control the experience. Maybe you only want to have this thing and not the big search, okay? But once you have all that, defining this digital experience with fragments, with client extensions, and with the help of AI, is really easy, okay? So going back to the presentation. So let's see a little bit more of details about how this was work, okay? How this was built, sorry. So the ingredients of the garbanzos con cochino. I can tell you the recipe later. So of course we have Liferay DXP. That is our platform to build the web shop site, other channels if needed. It's the platform that centralizes product management for the web, okay? Maybe the products are coming from PIM, etc., but Liferay is a good place to centralize all this management because we can enrich the products with other more descriptions, categorizations, multimedia, etc. Liferay also provides the digital experience we want for our customers, okay? And it's the interface with other systems, with the backend, with the cloud, with the AI services. So it's the central piece of business, okay? Then we are using the Liferay headless APIs, okay? They are our window to the outer and to the inner wall, okay? Because also the client extensions rely heavily on this kind of APIs, okay? And it's also a standard that every developer knows, okay? Every developer out there nowadays, what they expect is that a platform and system offers them a good set of REST APIs or GraphQL to build their own stuff, okay? And in our case, these are used from the ETL, okay? Then we have the Liferay Client Extensions Framework, okay? That's our playground to build whatever is needed for our use cases and using pretty much whatever technology we want, okay? In this case, this microservice was done with Spring Boot, okay? Spring Boot 3. And it also provides us a layer of security, okay? Because we don't want the front end to call directly Google Vertex because probably we have to send there some credentials, some keys, etc. So we want to do that in a secure way. But we also have another layer of security, which is Liferay OAuth 2, okay? Our microservice is calling Liferay REST APIs through OAuth 2, okay? First it's asking for a token, and so this way we can control it, as well as how the ATL as well is using the REST APIs. Okay? And then, okay, we have, in this case, the provider of the intelligence, which is Google Vertex AI, which is the last part of our architecture, and the one that is going to give us those generative AI interactions based on your data and products. Okay? So this was more or less the action plan, and we're going to go point by point because I think we already talked about that. And just to finish, some questions that you may have, okay? So what is the difference between having to do all this? Well, having to do all this, it was really quick with the help of Gemini Code Assist, or just let Google index your site. No? So users can use normal Gemini. Why do I need to have a Gemini inside my website? No? Because, for example, in a B2B business, e-commerce channels are normally private, and therefore it's not easy for the general AIs to index them. And also because we want to control the RAG, okay? Because we want to control exactly the context for the search, okay? Another question, so does Liferay not offer all this in the out-of-the-box offering? Well, partially. For example, if you are a Liferay Analytics Cloud user, you have access to Liferay's own product recommendation system, okay? And you also have, and we saw that in the talk before, Jose Abelenda, you also have search capabilities out of the box with Liferay semantic search that can be used as a RAG, okay? But what you don't have, for example, is these UI pieces, no? To build, for example, a chatbot, etc. But for that, we have all the power of fragments, etc. So if Liferay has similar things, why not using them? We would be glad if you guys use them in your projects, don't get me wrong. But we also don't want to restrict you from using other amazing services like Google Cloud Vertex, AWS Bedrock, or other kind of platforms, okay? Again, this means no vendor lock-in. We want to give you, or to allow you to put Liferay into your ecosystem and be integrated with whatever is needed, okay? And how does the AI help to do all this? A lot, okay? All this Spring Boot, the Python thing, I did all with the help of AI, okay? To finalize some takeaways, having rich product descriptions is key, okay? And Liferay Commerce can help a lot for that, okay? Private websites, they need to control the indexing on their own, okay? They cannot let generic search like Google, etc., or AI, because they have security, privacy standards, etc. So we need to control that, okay? And we have the Liferay Headless API. Let's break silos and not have everything in different systems that don't talk to each other, but having a central piece like Liferay to channel all that data for the benefit of the end users. And next steps, of course, would be MCP and agents, okay? This can benefit a lot from NCP, for example. And this is what Gemini told me after, I don't know, a very long conversation, that you have successfully implemented the full retrieval augmented generation architecture using the Discovery Engine API, this is the API of Vertex, within your Liferay microservice client extension and Liferay from front-end fragments, okay? And I was very happy after all this, okay? So thank you very much, and great.